It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. After tearing through room after room within the ever-spiraling flaming fortress, Mario and team eventually make their way up to the castle keep. This top-floor inner sanctum is Bowser's personal stomping grounds and, as such, is completely forbidden to outsiders. Only the king's most loyal attendants are permitted in this royal rectory. The gang secures their hats and brushes off their shoes in preparation of the final stretch. Sadly, not much is known about the layout of the keep, as Bowser is known to remodel it constantly. Currently, though, it appears that the main chamber is a wide, open space with the floor entirely replaced by lava. Shocker, I know. The only way across is for our crew to hop along the small tower sticking out of the infernal lake. Of course, each tower is loaded with a Mecha Koopa for good measure. In fact, all of the Mecha Koopa units in the castle have been upgraded to the new and improved Blasta and Zappa models, providing extra firepower against intruders. Team Mario manages to bypass the whirlwind of bullets, laser beams, spikes, fireballs, and moving platforms littering the main chamber. Along the way, they find a key that allows them further progression to Bowser's Infernal Arena. This is normally where King Koopa would do battle with the Mario Bros, but today he sent his top advisor and confidant, Kamek, to dispatch the invaders in his stead. Between the pervasive dangers of the arena and the magic bolts from Magic Koopa's demented wand, Kamek puts forth quite the opposition to our heroes. Not enough, however. Kamek is felled, and relinquished is the last key needed to reach Bowser's throne room. Of course, the highest hall in all of Bowserland would not be complete without a grand penultimate staircase leading up to the doors of destiny. Raging fireballs fly past the crew as they make their way up the treads. He's near. Hesitating only long enough for the group to regain composure, Mario throws open the spike-studded door to the throne room. The regal chamber is beautifully adorned with stone columns along the walls and a blood-red carpet leading from the door, across the floor, up a few steps, and ending at the foot of the throne, where King Bowser himself is seated. Intense jets of gaseous fire rise from small grates in the exposed portions of the floor around the throne, creating a terrifying image of Koopa surrounded by plumes of flames.
Koopa! Do you mushheads know just how much your little rampage has cost me here?
And the debt's still not cleared.
It was a sticker-starring joke, Mario.
Too far. You've gone too far this time. Bowser reaches behind himself to reveal a super mushroom in his hand.
You want payback? Round up your little Galumba friends and meet me on the roof.
At that moment, the entire throne rises out of the ground towards a hole in the ceiling above, with King Koopa still seated the whole time. Mario runs towards the ascending throne, but it's too late to stop what is happening. Bowser and seat out of sight, the column ceases rising with a deep thud. Laughter and roars can be heard bellowing from the space above. Sticker Star! Take it easy, Mario. Don't let him get in your head. Yeah, Mario, we got your back. It's 4 against 1. We can't lose. Thanks, guys. I just can't stand how that spiky bastard treats this all like a game. All right, everyone. Make sure you're all stocked up on 1-ups and super shrooms. We may not win this without power-ups. Right. I guess this pipe over here leads up to the roof. Let's go, Team Mario. It may not be Pokey Peak, but it's certainly up there. From the roof of the castle, one can see the entirety of Bowserland in all its neon scarlet glory. Right now, though, far-sighted visibility is quite limited, as a massive lightning storm is raging in the darkened heavens that the group now finds themselves in. The wind is vicious, the rain oppressive, the lightning blinding, and the thunder like the cry of an enraged god. Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Toadette emerge from the pipe on the far edge of the roof, above the front-facing side of the castle. Standing before them, in the middle of the battlefield, is Bowser, drenched in rain and still clutching the super mushroom from before. The throne must have went away or something. It's me, Mario!
Yeah, I already knew that.
It's Luigi time.
Who are you?
Bop!
Oh, you're all gonna say something, aren't you?
I don't have a catchphrase!
Okay, I'm just gonna get the show on the road.
Clenching his hand shut, the super mushroom disappeared in a glow of light, and a freshly enchanted Bowser grows to at least twice his already imposing size. With a roar that could be heard all the way from Space Zone, the final battle had begun. cannonball turrets were firing in every direction. Bowser was breathing fire anywhere our heroes stood, and the king's gargantuan size made navigation treacherous, to say the least. It's no use! He's impenetrable!
Oh, not so tough now. You're all just a bunch of paper tigers.
Mario, what do we do? We're in a bad spot. A warrior's death is rewarded by an eternity in the over there. Yeah! With the mightiest leap ever seen conjured by any Toad, our blue hero masterfully trick-jumped from one cannonball to another, landing high upon the narrow defense tower which housed the cannons, as well as an inaccessible Koopa clown car, likely intended for emergency escapes. Toad! Bowser's attention still focused on the remaining trio, Toad takes the opportunity to once again vault higher yet into the sky and performs a furious high-altitude ground pound directly toward Koopa's skull. For Princess Toadstool! For the Mushroom Kingdom! Direct hit. Damage report? Null. Bowser's divine endowment has indeed made him impervious to any physical attacks made on his body. What a twist of fate that the group's latest mutation couldn't have been more potent. After bouncing off Bowser's dome, Toad pratfalls to the ground at the Koopa King's feet. Without a moment to recover, Bowser ferociously stomps on Toad, completely encompassing his whole body and smashing through floor tiles on the roof in the process. Toad! Bowser takes a step back, revealing a crushed, but alive, Toad. I still have one hit left. Toad retreats back to the group, albeit smaller than before. This is it. We're gonna game over. Mario, we have to end this! Mario takes a look at the crater in the floor where Toad's body was once pressed into. I've got an idea. It's an old trick, but it just might work. Everyone, get Bowser to stomp around and break the floor around us. He can't sustain a pitfall. Can we? Down with the king! With redoubled tenacity, Team Mario scatter and juke to entice Bowser to smash any stonework around him in his reckless rage. Layer by layer, the tiles crumble and the floor begins to crack and slump beneath the weight of the battling legends. Bowser, unaware of the budding situation, takes a forceful pounce into the air and, nearly pulverizing Luigi, comes down with the force of a sledge in freefall. There was a mighty crack, then silence. With a low rumble, the roof began to cave in, and bringing down with it the heft of Bowser's oversized body. Luigi barely jumps out of the falling debris before he's sucked into the gravity well along with the Koopa King. A tremendous thud resonates through every brick as Bowser confirms his sudden landing. Remaining one step ahead of the floor giving way, Team Mario reach the far side of the roof, opposite where they entered earlier, which is crumbling as I speak. A pipe leading back down into the castle is locked out of reach. GG. Looking for this? Luigi produces a key from his overalls. I swiped it off Bowser when he took the dive. Stable floor quickly fading, the four heroes enter the pipe with all due urgency. Its other end ejects the team into a small chamber located directly behind Koopa's throne room. To one side is a Bowser-sized door leading who knows where. To the other is another classic replica castle axe and a lava bridge suspending a ridiculous amount of explosives over a shaft that leads all the way down to the castle's magma core. Are we in some sort of panic room or something? This is it. The big red button. Looks like your informant was right on the nose. Better be. I paid him enough. Mario, if we cut that rope, that's it for all of us. But I think we've done enough here. Koopa got the message, the whole world got the message. We even discovered a long-lost civilization. Mario cuts the rope. Zation. With the lava bridge gone slack, the excessive megaton payload of POWs and bob-ombs plummets far, far down to the infernal depths beyond depths. Bowser can be heard scratching and screaming on the other side of the wall. He knows what they've done. From the purr of a kitten to the grumbling of a volcano in heat, the foundations of the castle had begun their dissolution into liquid rock. Stress fractures bolt across every block attached to the infrastructure like lightning shattering the sky. It is done. I'd love to savor our victory, but maybe we should at least try to see if there's a way out from here. Let's start with the door behind us. Upon the gang turning around, the aforementioned door was already wide open, and Luigi was nothing more than a dust cloud.